Hello, ladies and gentlemen, crypto deep divers. Welcome back to Wickedly Crypto. Today, I'm going to talk about Bitcoin. So before we get into that, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out the upcoming video that could be time sensitive. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, library.tv, as well as my Patreon. For my Patreon member, I usually post some sensitive information, for example, the virus and also election fraud. I can't even talk about that in YouTube because I will get banned, Anyway, if you watch my video back in October 11, you probably see this Bitcoin pump coming. And I also have two coin similar in terms of the growth potential, very similar to Chainlink and Tezos. If you're interested, you can join my Patreon group. Also, in case you haven't opened an account in Gemini, you can check it out. And if you click the link below, both of us will receive $10 worth of Bitcoin. And so let's talk about Bitcoin quickly. And before we talk about that, in terms of Flamingo, I already talked to you guys that I'm already out of the liquidity pool. That was a long time ago. But I just want to emphasize that it looks like it's no longer profitable. So I already pull out all the Flamingo token, transfer back to the wallet, also unwrap my Neo back to Neo. I think it's NEO back to NEO, also unwrap all this token back to my wallet. So I have nothing in the vault anymore in Flamingo. And this is a good habit. So don't leave anything on the vault or on the exchange. So let's talk about Bitcoin quickly. So this is a cheat sheet created by Crypto Bird. And this is pretty interesting. This is well thought out cheat sheet actually. He talked about this is basically the technical reasoning behind why Bitcoin is expected to reach new all-time high. And so why new all-time high value for Bitcoin is expected to come. He talked about the technical analysis reasoning, long-term generational breakout. All keys average are strongly upsloping. That's true because it's already in terms of technical analysis, it's very bullish actually. And I actually talked about that back in October 11 in my Patreon group. And and also he talked about the unbreakable support cluster 7.9k to 7 to 9.5k. So remember, like the whole year, basically you're trading like 7k, 9k, 7, 9k, right? It's a very good support level actually. And then there are 4th generation reversal bottom for the Bitcoin, and but only 3 peaks. Every peak has been new all-time high. So that's what he's trying to say. And you can see, if you still remember, back in June 2019, June 2019 in here. Remember, it pumps all the way from 6,000 all the way to 14,000, and then it dumps again, and then you have a coronavirus fiasco. It dumps all the way to 4,000, and this is 2017 from 20k down all the way to 3,000 as well. So you have a correction in 2018, 2019. And right now we're ready for the next bull cycle. And fundamental analysis reasoning is demand more than supply. And this is a deflationary model. And create to generate increasing demand per Bitcoin over time because of the halving. Remember halving? We just have a halving this year, right? So this is the pump because of the halving. And increase mining difficulty and decrease the block reward. The reward for every block is cut by from 12.5 to 6.25. So the mining difficulty is getting more difficult, and then you need a more hashing power to mine the Bitcoin, and it's just a deflationary because the next halving will be still cut by half again, and then it's not like inflationary model, it's a deflationary model. That's why demand is more than supply, and the maximum supply remains the same because it's 21 million, and I think 6 million already lost, right? So maybe left with like maybe I don't know how much really left in terms of in the market. And of course a lot of whale already bought into it during the during the correction cycle. And then intermarket analysis reasoning, Bitcoin cryptocurrency market becoming more and more significant for its market cap. And they're talking about because of the regulation providing security, custody for whales and institutional investor. The smaller amount of regulatory barriers, the more liquid the market becomes. Yes and no, because like there's some other countries even less regulation. For example, I think in some other Asian country, I think Japan and some other, I can't remember which country now. I think Singapore is pretty liberal in terms of not the government, in terms of cryptocurrency. They're very open-minded, and Thailand as well. And in terms of intermarket analysis, so they talk about the liquidity and then sentiment analysis. Market becomes overbought much faster than it used to be, and this is signaling that new irrational capital is ready to empower this new bubble. New bubble, due to extreme emotion, easily due to FOMO or FUD. Yeah, true. You can see this is a generation breakout. And also on-chain reasoning, hash rate, and on-chain activity are increasingly over time sharply. So this is also another reasoning. This is why expect Bitcoin is going to all-time high. And of course, this is back in 2017. This is the start of the multi-year bull market, right? And then you have a huge correction back in 2018, 2019, and then 2020. Right now, we are ready for the next bull run, and expect all-time high. The first target will be 20K. The next target all-time high will be 30K, and then the next all-time high target will be 46K. So this is based on the Fibonacci level, like 1.6, 2.61. And this is just based on the Fib level to estimate the all-time high. And another thing he wanted to point out is the bearish divergence, on-chain divergence on the 50-day average of the number of active edges of the BTC versus the USD price. And the divergence suggests that short-term upside trend is unsustainable for Bitcoin because new trader appearance is not as big as it used to be. It may be an earlier reversal signal. So I'm not surprised. Right now we are in the extreme greed territory. Is almost 90, and at the highest is 100. And remember back in June, around the end of June 2019, the highest at that level was 95, and then from 14,000 go all the way down back to like 4,000. And of course, there's some black swan event in March 2020. It go all the way around 4,000, and we never know. Maybe there's another black swan event, but this time I think it's a little bit difficult unless there's something really unexpected. So of course there should be a corrections because right now extreme greed right now. The fear and greed index is basically a crown sentiment indicator, shows on the scale from 0 to 100. So right now we're at 90, and back in June 2019 is around 95, which is the highest level. Everybody's saying going to the moon. And when everybody's saying that, when CNBC is talking about it, you better get out or don't buy. Okay, this is not a good time to buy. And some people take profit, some people hold it for long term. So it's depending on your investment strategy, and of course not a financial advice. And basically, which shows on the scale from 0 to 100 how bullish the retail investor are. The results involves calculations of volatility, market momentum, volume, social media, and it's also very common for the whales and institutions close their long position massively when the sentiment turns into extreme greed, which causes a market to reverse. So I'm not surprised we are going to have some type of corrections, and I'm not sure the correction will be very deep. Maybe there's some type of correction, but it's very healthy. Things cannot go up forever without any correction, and I would rather they have some type of correction, build a foundation before they can go even higher. That is more healthy market. Otherwise, it's not sustainable. If you still remember back in June 2019, it has been going up and going up. There's no correction whatsoever. And then it crashed back down to around 6K or something like that. And then because of the black swan event, coronavirus in 2020, in March, it crashed all the way to 4,000. And also, let's see. They also talk about the psychological phenomenon of the trader to aversion to take profit. This indicator accurately describes the sentiment of the market by showing how much the unrealized profit traders are leaving on the table. Also, resistant to realized profit stem from the fact that there's strong belief that the market will continue trending if it is in the same direction. And also, they're talking about let's see, the stronger the belief, the more unrealized profit. The more unrealized profit, the stronger the belief. So this is like a market psychology, and this behavior phenomenon is used by whale to time the entrance and exit strategy, and so this is interesting. So basically, it's a market psychology. It's not so technical analysis is important, but the thing is also market psychology reflecting in the technical analysis. So that's why before you execute a trade or buy or sell, whatever, execute a trade, you got to have a plan before you even buy or sell something, and just execute whatever you already determined. As long as meet the indicator, go ahead and execute. Not based on the market sentiment. Otherwise, your emotions swing left and right, which is not good. And this is how you lose money left and right too, right? So this is a pretty interesting piece. They talk about, let's see what in here. They also talk about the technical analysis. The bottom trend line of the triangle could be starting from the, let's see, 2018 depression low, which is around 3,000. Remember back in 2018, is 3,000 for almost like 3 or 4 months, right? You can just plenty of time to accumulate back in 2018. And then, of course, a lot of people keep saying that, hey, it will go lower, it will go lower, it will go to 1,000, it will go to whatever. But it never go lower. Now it's back to like 16K. So I think it's very important to follow your rules. If it meet the indicator, just buy. Forget about, hey, it will go even lower. Things may not happen. So this is exactly, if you missed the boat on 2018, then now you have to pay 5 times more, right? 5 times more to buy the same token, right? To just buy one Bitcoin. At the time, it's around like 3,000 back in 2018. Now it's almost like 15, 16K. So you have to pay 5 times more. So you pay a price, right? So my advice is to just execute your trade based on technical analysis or strategy, exit or entry strategy, not based on the market emotion, the sentiment. And when it is like in extreme greed territory, I don't buy anything. It's a good time to sell. Actually, I'm not saying that you need to sell. Not a financial advice, but the thing is, if you hold long term, it may go even higher. But there may be a corrections between right now and the all-time high. So just be patient. Once again, not a financial advice. Yep. So this is this is pretty. Excuse me. This is pretty complete. This is Crypto Bird did a very good job in describing all this trend analysis and also TA as well, and very interesting. And give a shout out to Crypto Bird. He is pretty awesome actually. So this is really hardcore TA as well as the fundamental analysis as well, like both TA and fundamental, and which is pretty cool because sometimes you cannot just look at just the TA. You also have to look a little bit fundamental analysis as well. So it makes perfect sense because it's a deflationary. So let me know what you think about Bitcoin. Do you think we are going to go higher, or do you think we are going to have a short-term correction before we go even higher? And comment below. I would love to hear from you. And remember, crypto deep divers, we the people take control of our money. Stay wise, stay safe, peace. And also, if you find this video helpful, smash the like, subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out the upcoming video that could be time sensitive. Also, comment below. That will help my ranking in YouTube, and I will continue to provide quality video for you guys. And of course, you are your own bank, so you have to take control of your money. not somebody else. So this is why you're on crypto. And once again, I'm not your financial advisor. Investing in cryptocurrency, commodity, and stock market can have inherent risks. Please use your due diligence. This video is only for informational and entertainment purposes, not a financial advice. Please consult your financial planner, and peace out.